I quickly present our speakers of today. First is, she is an associate professor at the National Ping Tung University of Science and Technology in Taiwan. I'm very happy. It's the first time I have members from Taiwan in our parallel events. She has been a BPW Taiwan member since 2008 and currently serves as a coordinator for BPW Taiwan International Affairs Committee. At the CSW 55th, she was invited as a panelist at BPW Equal Pay Day, at the BPW Equal Pay Day workshop. And in 2016, she also acted as a panelist at the BPW Asia Pacific Forum, hosted by, we have more people from...
Excuse me, for President, can we record?
Yes, we do record.
Okay, sure, thank you.
It is, I started recording when I started the moderation. Hosted in Taiwan is BPW participants from 6 Asia-Pacific countries. Academically speaking, Dr. Chien holds 2 PhD degrees, one in political science and the other one is sustainability science. Her academic interest is to conduct interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary studies to tackle unsustainability problems from social ecological system approaches in the developing of tropical agriculture-intensive regions, with a special interest in citizen and stakeholder engagement, including women. I think that is an important issue to promote sustainable transition. Aside from teaching as an associate professor at College of Humanities and Social Sciences, National Ping Tung University of Science and Technology, a tropical and smart agriculture-focused higher education institution in Taiwan, she also acts as the Deputy Director for Sustainable Development Office and Vice Dean for Office of International Affairs. Professor Chien, may I ask you to share, I've shared the screen to start with the presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor and President Catherine Boswa's presentations. So, hello everyone. I'm from Taiwan. Taiwan now it's 4 a.m. And I think we have a couple from Taiwan as well online. And this I see our Secretary General and also another secretary. And then I see Cindy, a member from my cities, who is also joining us. And I see another friend of mine who is also in the sustainability science field, but he's from Africa. I think Albert's from Africa. I think he's the only man here. My name is Herlin Chien. I have been an active BPW member Taiwan since 2008. I'm also serving as the BPW Taiwan International Affairs Committee Coordinator. So today I will introduce a little bit Taiwan women's role in combating climate change. So
Recording
that's linked
stopped.
to SDGs 13 and 5.
Recording in progress.
Okay. So the recording is back. So my working experience in the past, aside from having a PhD in sustainability science, I was originally trained as a political scientist. So I study public policy, and of course, recently a lot of public policy deal with net zero policy and climate change and how to build a resilient and sustainable cities. In my university, I also co-found the Office of Sustainable Development, which only founded 2 years ago. So this issue is all new to Taiwan and also to the world. Since the United Nations only started the Sustainable Development Goal in 2015. Internationally, I also engaged in a very large sustainability-oriented program called Belmont Forums. It's the largest funding agency now to fund various scientific projects that link to sustainability science. Locally, I work in the southern Taiwan. Southern Taiwan is known for a lot of pig farms. So surrounding my university, we have more than thousands of pig farms. And then there's more than 1 million pigs around surrounding our area. So I make a campaign to do recycle and reuse of the light wastewater, and also try to restore our local rivers. I will begin today's presentation by introducing a little bit the Women's International Trend in Climate Change. So the concept of this gender innovations is still new. It was only begin in 2005. And then Stanford proposed this gender innovation project in 2009, and the European Union introduced a gender innovation policy in 2011. And those policies are mainly to response to women's traditional low representation in the STEM, so-called science, technology, and engineering, and math. So equally low representation in climate-related science, technology, innovations. A lot of women in the world, they usually engage in more low-paid jobs and also dirty laundry industry, especially textile industry with toxic chemical. Women also have less access to the financial resources to start their own business. And women only account 22% of the traditional energy sectors and only 13.9% in a senior energy management position. So we look forward to more women joining these renewable energy sectors, and then how this green energy can help us to combat climate change. In terms of Taiwan's gender in science and technology, our Ministry of Science and Technology started this GIST movement in 2010, and then start to call for gender and technology research project, because we want to understand more how women do and how gender issues play in the field of science. But the application is not only for women. We also welcome men to apply. So as you can see, last year we have a total of 117 projects, 84 women applied, and then 33 men scientists apply. So we do have men who study this genders and technology research project. The topic they study usually linked to providing some women-related or gender-related statistic. And then due to that, our Ministry of Science and Technology in Taiwan, they also build a GIST database to provide more women scientists data and provide more educational training program. And they also report some job market that are offering specifically to women or trying to recruit more women to have this gender balance. They also want to promote the decision-making of engaging women in a higher decision-making and by providing a scholarship and resources, etc. Taiwan Genders Innovations, they built a website as information diffusers. So they try to provide more sex and gender analysis or definition, and they also share a lot of international case studies. However, in the Taiwan case study so far, I have not seen any gender climate science yet. Most of the science or technology program relate to medical use, especially like breast cancer detection with a TENA technology or assistive technology for long-term care, because in Taiwan or maybe around the world, women tend to live longer than men. So this aging issue is very relevant to women's health. Women's health also involve hair loss in women's. Not only men can lose hair, women can too. But so far, I haven't seen any climate science that is more gender-based analysis. our Ministry of Science and Technology joined with our Taiwan Women's Center. They hosted a Women's Voice World Cafe to discuss net zero. So they want to engage more women in this climate justice. There's also a call in response to the Women's Global Call for Climate Justice. Today, I want to particularly introduce one of the Taiwan's longest NGO that involve women's and an environmental related issue. It's called Homemakers United Foundations, and it was founded in 1989. Taiwan only began to democratize in 1987, and then we have our first elected president in 1996. So that was the beginning of the democratization in Taiwan. And then we have this women-oriented, especially for housewives, to actively unite themselves and form this NGO is very important. They are known brave for their expression and very sensitive to their action and willing to take more responsibility as mom and caregiver in their family. So they are a group of homemakers, and they care about environmental degradation problems, and they want to offer educational program to make the public be more aware of, especially recycling issue in the 1980s and 90s, very big in Taiwan. After that is the anti-nuclear movement. In Taiwan now we have 4 nuclear plants. And we plan to phase out all nuclear by 2025. So 3 more years, all nuclear will be out of Taiwan, hopefully. But recently we have a lot of struggle about the energy shortage, because once the nuclear is phased out, we will face a lot of energy demands that need to be filled by the green energy, renewable energy, solar panel, etc. This Homemakers United Foundation, they also do a lot of educational program, of course. They also try to campaign green food education campaign. They want to grow our own green food, because in Taiwan, we do depend a lot on imported food. Even though we are an agricultural-based islands, we produce a lot of fruit, vegetable, but it's far not enough. And now it's becoming more expensive to grow our own food in Taiwan. So we do import a lot of food from Southeast Asia or from
Recording in progress.
This organization also promoting GMO-free zones in Taiwan, which is not very active now, but they make this initiative and they start to promote the GMO-free zone in Taiwan. They also want to be concerning about the residual of vegetable nitrogen and then fruit pesticides. So they promote this environmental friendly way of farming, organic farming, etc. They also open their own shops. Their newest program is this community energy projects. They have built the first community solar energy project in 2020 with a junior high school solar roof collaboration. So this NGO, they have 50% of the shares, and then another 50% are from the local resident. Most of them are parents of those high school students. So they want to encourage parents or moms, especially, to invest in their children by investing 1 piece of solar panel. So 1 piece of solar panel, maybe one mom maybe invested about $300. And then together they can utilize the rooftop of high school and then try to provide not only the high school's own energy use, but also can sell this energy to the nearby communities. My university, I also promote this program to my university. Hopefully in the future, we have more university that can join this kind of citizen project, and then to use university as a hub for community energy provisioning. So it's like a micro electronic way. As I mentioned, in 3 years, Taiwan, we will be losing our nuclear energy sources. So we need more and more solar energy, wind energy, other energy, but the government is not enough. So we need all the citizens, including women, to actively engage in this. Actually, this organization is coming to my class in May. They are going to teach us how to dismantle solar panel. So we will have a bunch of women coming to my class to teach my students, because once you have solar panels and then you can, when you want to recycle them, you need to know how to dismantle those solar panels by using hammers. So we have a bunch of women holding hammers and then to crush the solar panel. And once you crush them all, dismantle them all, you can recycle in your own recycling bins. Otherwise, electronic waste will be another hazard in the future for our planet. So BPW Taiwan, from 2021 to 2023, we echo this Asia Pacific call to promote ecosystem health. We want to promote nature-human relation via some activity with health. Last year in December, we have 300 BPW Taiwan members attending our eco-based economy talk in a local eco resort. BPW Taiwan, we also host an online English training courses, short courses that focus on SDG 13 and climate action, SDG 14 on life below water, SDG 15 on life on land. So this year in June 5th on the World Environmental Day, we will all go together a riverfront and waterbird ecozone to do our tree planting events. So this particular picture here, a BPW, you can see 300 members shooting photo from the air view from our drones. So this will conclude my presentation. Thank you very much.